Hello and welcome to another Spectrum Geeks video. My name is Dale, and in this video we're checking out this. It is the Solo Stove Mesa. It's basically like a tabletop fire pit. So if you've seen some of my other videos, I have the Solo Stove bonfire at home, but for camping I wanted something a little bit smaller, so this is where the Solo Stove Mesa comes into its own. We're going to check this out in this video along with the Mesa accessories pack. So we'll just put that to one side for now. So if you've got a camping requirement like we have, perhaps a small apartment or a small garden, and you want to get in on the Solo Stove experience but looking for something a bit more compact, and hopefully the Mesa is for you. So if you just look at what you get in the box, fairly basic boxing. The Mesa comes with its own carry bag. You do get a Solo Stove sticker and this kind of rewards thing that I don't think actually happens here in the UK but is valid in the US, so not something too much to worry about. Let me put the box just over here, and then inside the bag you obviously get the Mesa Solo Stove itself. Just like that. You also get the flame ring, the pellet adapter which we'll come onto in a moment, and then the stand itself. So this just pops out. There's little rubber feet on the bottom. So again, if you're using it on a table or something, you're not going to risk setting fire to your table. So in terms of the dimensions, about 17 centimeters high and 13 centimeters in diameter, and it weighs about 603 grams, and it's a combination of 304 and 430 stainless steel, so it's going to last you a long time. So obviously one of the unique features of the Solo Stove is that 360 airflow kind of feature, and the flame ring, which basically gives you quite an efficient burn, and in general low smoke, which is why most people kind of pay the premium for a Solo Stove in the first place. At the time of doing the video, there's many offers on Solo Stove on a regular basis, and it's around £90 for the Solo Stove Mesa itself. They do a slightly large one as well, a Mesa XL, so again, depending on what you're looking for, there's probably a Solo Stove that meets your requirements. And again, you get a lifetime guarantee with all the Solo Stove products. So as mentioned, there is a dual fuel little Solo Stove, so you can either have kindling or twigs that you put in here to start with. So they recommend you get a little fire lighter that you kind of put down in the middle, set that off, and then put the twigs and the kindling in there. Or you can choose to do a pellet burn. So again, you'll put your fire lighter in the middle, this pellet adapter goes over the top, so the fire lighter will be in the side there. You just pop that in, and then you put all the pellets around it, and again that will give you a burn. So we do a little bit of an overview at the end of the video showing you it lit with some pellets. I don't have any fire lighters with me unfortunately on this trip, so we'll just use a little burner to kind of get things started. It does come in various different colours, so as mentioned, this is the full stainless steel version, but there are coloured versions available as well, and they have a high heat ceramic coating. So you can get bone, which is like a white colour, deep olive, which obviously is green, a mulberry colour, and then an ash colour, which is kind of grey, and then a water one, which is blue. So again, whatever you're looking for, there'll be an option for you. So before we get things lit and show you what it's like, let me open up the accessories pack as well. That is kind of expensive and not really an essential item, but again, as with all the Solo Stove stuff, you'll probably end up wanting to buy it, so I'll show you what's in there so you can make a more informed purchase. Okay, so this is the nice bag that the accessory pack comes in, and it's around 45 to 50 pounds I think, which is quite a lot to be honest for what you get. But there's often, again with all the other Solo Stove stuff, often offers on. Even I think sometimes you can get a Mesa for free if you're buying a bonfire, so there are different options available. But obviously this pack, what you get is the nice bag or carry case for it all to go in. It then opens up just like this. Down the bottom you have a lid for your Mesa. So again, if you're out camping and you've had a burn on at night, obviously you're not going to have to pack it away, so you will just put the lid on there, to obviously stop water getting there and having soggy ash when you come to throw that out in the morning. And then on the one side you have a pellet scoop, which obviously allows you to just scoop the pellets out of a bag and put those in a bit easier. Then you get 4 of these mini sticks, which are absolutely perfect for roasting marshmallows. We have the larger ones at home already with our bonfire kit. Those ones are extendable, but these ones aren't. They're just perfect for a tabletop setup, so you can be sat around the table and using those there, and they just fit in nicely at the end into the bag, as you can see. And then right in the end are these little stick rests. So again, once you finish using, or if you're kind of mid through using them for your marshmallows and what have you, you can basically just pop this on the table and then just rest your stick on there, not worrying about it getting dirty. So let's wait till it gets a little bit later in the evening, fire this up, and then see what we think of the Solo Stove Mesa.
We've been acting out for days, nothing to deny. Blown up because it goes through the halls. You keep sleeping on the couch just to prove the point. I'm too proud to tell you when I'm wrong. Arguments spinning in circles, we're fighting for days, stuck in a phase. I think we're losing the reason. One word is all it takes, babe. Bursting out in cold flames, breathing, we are catching fire. Thought that we were wiser. Go and light the match, babe. Miss out on the good days. Breathing, we are catching fire. Fire, fire. Fire, fire. Fire, fire. Fire, fire. Treatment ain't no cure, just making it harder. Keep on acting busy on your phone. I just wanna feel your touch, baby, can we stop this? Don't you wanna hold me anymore? Arguments spinning in circles, we're fighting for days, stuck in a phase. I think we're losing the reason.
So my verdict on the Solo Stove Mesa. So as expected, the quality is really good. The stainless steel construction, you can tell it is a quality item, and it should be for the price that you're paying. The stand works really well with the little rubber feet and stops things moving around, and it provides that little gap so you can get your fingers under here. It doesn't get hot at all under there because the construction of where the actual pellets or the twigs are is around this level, so it means you don't have to worry about melting or burning the surface that you're on. Obviously it gets hot around the outside, so you don't want to be touching it, but the heat really is kind of in this area. So if you have it on a small lower table and kind of 4 or 5 people sat around it, you can get some heat, but it obviously isn't a fire pit. It is basically a tabletop fire, but perfect for marshmallows and just generally enjoying some flames when you're on a little campsite, or again perhaps you've got a small deck or something where you want to use this. I found that the twigs burnt better than the pellets in general in terms of the type of heat you get. It was much easier to light the pellets though, but as mentioned at the beginning, I didn't bring any firelighters with me, so I was actually just having to light it kind of manually, which took a little bit of going, but it's pretty easy to clean. Just basically empty the ash out into a bag or something when you finish. There's no removable ash section, so you'd have to kind of shake it or roll it around a little bit to get the ash out. Even though the Mesa accessories pack is expensive, I think overly expensive really what it is, but it is good to have this top. So again, when you've finished in the evening, you can put the lid on, so you can leave it outside, so even if it's raining you're not going to have ash soup in there at the end. So quality item. I do think, as with most of the Solo Stove stuff, it is a little bit pricey, so look out for deals. But if you're looking for a small Solo Stove that you can use whilst you're camping, and if you've got a small kind of patio or balcony area, then definitely consider the Solo Stove Mesa. This will now be kind of the main thing that we take with us on camping for as evening campfire marshmallows and a little bit of heat. But yeah, let me know down in the comments what you think, if you've got one of these or perhaps you've got other Solo Stove stuff, and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done already, and liking this video if you have, and also finally consider being a Spectrum Geeks member if it's something you'd be interested in supporting the channel more. So thanks very much as always for watching, take care of yourself, until the next video, goodbye for now.